You also came up with this topic. I'm curious. Browns' offensive strategy this season, the role of 12 personnel, so a running back, two tight ends, and can that help the passing game that's a little light on wide receivers?
Yeah, I think this is one of the more interesting discussions from from an X's and O standpoint, but just like about the philosophy of this team going into 2025 for this upcoming season because um like they don't have we know the state of that wide receiver room. It's Jerry Jeudy, it's Deontay Johnson if he can stick and not get in his own way. It's Cedric Tillman, who they're really high on, but we still have to see it consistently from him. And he had the concussion last year, and that's about it. And it's a lot of unproven guys. They don't really have a guy yet identified to be like their starting slot receiver. And so that's where the 12 personnel stuff comes into play because I think you're going to see a lot of. We know Kevin Stefanski likes 12 personnel anyway, but I think you're going to see a lot more of it just on the fact that because they don't necessarily have like a proven slot wide receiver at this juncture, they're going to use Harold Fannin in that role a ton. I think it's going to be him sort of out running routes, catching passes. David Njoku and his more like in line, off the line of or like right off the tackle spot where he can block because he's a better blocker at this point in his career and still going out and catching passes. And so sort of by default, like that Harold Fannin trade or that Harold Fannin draft pick feels like it's going to have a major impact on the flow of this offense, what they're trying to do, what they're trying to accomplish, all those things. So I'm fascinated to see. We know Kevin Stefanski is going to use a lot of 12 personnel, like I said, but I'm fascinated to see like if it's higher than even before, if like how much of a role that plays in the offensive scheme. Just because we know it's a very inexperienced wide receiver group, and we know they like Harold Fannin, having taken him in the third round.